Should you go to law school? Is law school worth it? Is being a lawyer fun? Should I become a lawyer? These are questions you may be pondering. Look, when it comes to this, you gotta just focus on you. No one can advise you the right career. It's just not possible. And yeah, law isn't everything, but so is business. And I recommend people just pursue a business career. Now, the reason is because, law school is not free unless it is for you. You're one of those lucky ones. But look, there's nothing wrong. It's a great career. It's a great education. My purpose in having gone through the law school thing, I graduated in 2021 from Pace University with a pretty decent GPA, like a 3.2. And everyone's smart in law school, and everyone writes the same good answers with the same keywords. And so I think grading is very arbitrary, in my opinion. I was annoyed to get B's and stuff on these essays, these final exams. But look, the point is, I did great, and I passed the uniform bar exam on my first try. Again, the uniform bar exam. It's law school, whether you go to Harvard or you go to Roger Williams or some small, lesser known school, you're going to be studying the same subjects, okay? And for the bar exam, it's the same subjects again. So it's a standardized curriculum. You can buy someone else's book or, some company's book that outlines each subject, but the reason why my book, I think, is one of the best books for law school in general is because of how simplified I make everything. So my book is called Law School Simplified. And I've been through the material, once in law school, once for the bar exam, and, once or twice at least in making this book. So I've figured out what are the important big, medium, and small ticket items. I've simplified each and every one of them. And it's for the everyday reader, so it's not it's very easy to digest. That's my goal. And because I had all my outlines for each of my classes. I had my outline for the bar exam, and I'm an author who makes books, so I'm like, why wouldn't I use what I have and make one book for law school? So I did that. And my book, I went through a couple printing processes just to make sure the font, the sizes, the margins, the headings, the presentation overall is beautiful. So it's just a great book, whether you are in law school, whether you're preparing for the bar exam, or if you're just thinking about going to law school. It truly is like a gift that I feel like I'm just giving to people, honestly. Because I spent $150,000 on my law degree, and I spent about 3 to 4 years doing all that. So trust me when I say I'm helping you out. You could read Barbary or Kaplan or Themis's summary outlines for each subject, but they put way too much information. I call it superfluous information. You can call it extraneous information, but it's just way too much. And you don't need that. You need the main points and the essentials. You don't need endless amounts of examples. Okay, I keep my examples pretty limited. So there you go. I think the book is 350 pages or something. So, and it's readable. Even if you're in high school, you could read it. If you're in college, you could read it. It really doesn't matter your age or identity. But so the subjects, I'll just briefly cover. You have, the standardized subjects: civil procedure, criminal procedure, criminal law. You have conflicts of law. You have constitutional law. You have evidence, family law, wills and trusts, torts, and probably a couple others. The preview is there. I have a preview for my book, so you can look and see the table of contents. But as far as should you become a lawyer, like, look, if you went through college and you love constitutional law or the idea of it, and like you want to help people out, like whether it's immigration or maybe like you just want to help people in that sense, you go ahead. Like, there's nothing wrong with law school, but again, I suggest business or legislation. If you want to affect real change, that's by, you know, creating new laws, changing laws. Legislation is really good shit, and you don't need a law degree to go into that. Same is true with business. Like, think about how business runs the world. It affects the world in so many ways. So if you want to create change, go into business of some sort. You could also like go into nonprofit. So that's just what I tell people who are generalists and who are like, oh, I really want to help the world. If you have a family, a lot of people who go to law school, their parents, one of them is a lawyer, so like it just kind of is easy for them, like in that sense. Everyone has different reasons, so there's no way to give a general answer on this. But I would say if you are paying, you know, full sticker price, don't go because you're being milked. Like, you should only go to law school if you're getting a substantial scholarship. Be wary, however, because after that first year, you will most likely lose your scholarship because you have to be in the top 25% to keep your scholarship. And as I said in the beginning of this video, everyone in law school is very smart and writes very well and uses the same, you know, phrases on the essays for the final exams and all that. So being in the top 25% is not easy, and like most people again lose their scholarship. So keep that in mind. Like, I thought my law school experience would be only like 90,000, but it turned out to be like 150. And then, you know, there's going to be interest on that too. By the time I pay that back, it'll be around 300K. Like, it was a fuck ton of money, but it is what it is. God had me do what I had to do. And I feel like my purpose, again, was to create my book, Law School Simplified. And like, that's how I give back. Like, I'm not really trying to necessarily be a lawyer. I just have other skills. Like, I just have other skills and interests. But it is what it is. Please, you should get this book. Like, get it as a gift for someone if it's not for you. I think that it would be shameful and wasteful to watch this video, hear someone with my story. I'm telling you that I succeeded. I'm telling you that my book covers everything that you need to know for the bar exam and just to pass law school in general. It would be shameful and wasteful not to get my book. It just would be. If I heard this video before going to law school, I would be, you know, thrilled to get this book. So don't, like, if you're not even willing to get my book and read that shit before law school or while you're in law school, like, then the truth is you're probably just fake. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just a fake person. If you're passionate about law school, you'd want to gobble up anything that's good about it. So, like, also be an authentic person too. And I'm not saying, like, look, in any industry you're gonna have people who are half-hearted and they're just there just to be there and shit, but that's not how you succeed in life. Like, you succeed in life by bleeding out and being passionate about doing something and giving it. That's just my perspective. But overall, I wish you the best. That's why I created this book, to give back the best, and I promise you, it's worth it. Right now, it's pretty cheap. It's only like pay to print, basically. I'm not really profiting. Maybe like I'm profiting $1, but because I think the book is only $12 or something. If sales pick up, then I'm gonna bring it up to $25, maybe even more, maybe even $40, $50 per book. But for now, I just want to get it out there and have people try it and sample it basically for free. You're just paying for printing and shipping. So I really appreciate it. I don't want to keep making videos and deleting them about law school, because it's just like, I've talked about this subject many times and I've refined my opinion on it many times, and I'm at this point now personally and with my book where I feel very good about it, and it's, for me, it's like dead skin that or a dead shell. It's like a shell that I'm leaving in the past, and it's for others to make use of. You know what I'm saying? So if you have any questions, you can contact me on my email. My website is my name here, eliakazambooks.com. I'd be glad to help out in any way. But yeah, other than that, just, use your common sense. Don't get ripped off. Do it if there's an absolute need. And of course, you must intern in a law office or with a court. If you don't intern, you have no idea what you're getting into. You are a smart person if you're thinking about law school just to begin with. So keep that in mind and realize, like, you can do anything. Like, you don't need to become a lawyer. A lawyer is like a specialist. Like, you can do so many things with your brain and your ability and shit like that. So if you're also interested, I have a bunch of other books that I would love for people to read, and it's the same story. Like, it's basically just print to ship, or pay to print and ship. And I really want people to read my shit, because like, I'm 31 and I spent 12 years of my life in higher education, crushing it, killing it, and flushing it. So yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of my time, a ton of debt, just to go through all that, learn all that, and become basically a writer. So I would like you to check out my other work as well. But good luck to you. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Here we go. Good luck to you.